Mimi vile vile nataka niwaeleze hivi. Tulikubaliana na mheshimiwa ya kwamba mahasla ni wengi bahati, na tunataka tujenge technical training college mahali wanaweza kwenda watafute ujuzi wa ufundi, teknolojia na taaluma mbalimbali. Sawa. Yeah.
William Ruto, the fifth president of Kenya, is a complex and polarizing figure in Kenyan politics. His journey from humble beginnings to becoming the most powerful person in Kenya is a story of ambition, strategic alliances, resilience, and, controversially, his involvement in Kenya's tenderpreneurship culture. Ruto's meteoric rise to his presidency, though inspiring to many, is also filled with allegations of corruption, manipulation, and involvement in serious crimes. This video takes a deep dive into the life of William Ruto, his early years, his political ascent, his achievements, his controversial involvement in tenderpreneurship, the accusations against him, and his transformation into the president of Kenya. Born on December 21st, 1966 in Sambot village in the Rift Valley province, William Ruto's childhood was far from glamorous. His family was poor, and they lived in rural Kenya, far from the centers of political and economic power. Ruto's father was a farmer, and the family struggled to make ends meet. Despite these hardships, Ruto was determined to success. He attended local schools in his village and went to study at the University of Nairobi, where he earned a degree in botany and zoology. It is said that Ruto's academic journey was not an easy one. At the time, university education in Kenya was expensive, and he had to work hard to secure scholarships and financial assistance. However, his determination and ambition set him apart. His educational background laid the foundation of his future career, though his real ambition would later take him down to a different path: politics.
The president-elect to come forward together with the First Lady in waiting. So we will begin with the first oath, which is the oath of allegiance of the President. Mr. President, please repeat after me.
William Ruto's entry into politics came in the 1990s, just as Kenya was undergoing significant political changes. He joined the Kenya African National Union, KANU, the party that had long dominated Kenya's political scene under President Daniel Arap Moi. Ruto's early involvement in politics was shaped by his commitment to his community and his desire to bring change to Kenya's leadership. In 1997, Ruto won the parliamentary seat for Eldoret North, a position he would retain for several terms. His rise with KANU was rapid, and he soon gained the trust of Moi, who appointed him to various positions in the government. Ruto's political skills and ability to build networks within the party led to his appointment as the Minister of Home Affairs in the year 2002. However, it was the year 2002 election that marked a turning point in Ruto's career. In 2002, Ruto's political journey was tested when he supported President Moi's decision to endorse Uhuru Kenyatta as his successor. However, Ruto broke ranks with KANU and joined the opposition in the Orange Democratic Movement (ODM), led by Raila Odinga. This decision was a crucial moment in his career and marked his entry in the opposition fold. The ODM lost elections, but Ruto's decision to support the opposition elevated him to national prominence. The tenderpreneur era, allegations of corruption and tenderpreneurship. One of the most controversial aspects of William Ruto's career in his alleged involvement in Kenya's tenderpreneurship culture. The term tenderpreneur refers to individuals who use their political influence to secure government tenders or contracts, often benefiting from insider knowledge and unethical practices. Ruto has faced numerous allegations of being deeply involved in this corruption practice, particularly in the years when he held significant government positions. In the early 2000s, during his time as a minister in the Moi and Kibaki's government, Ruto was accused of using his political power to influence tenders and government contracts. His rise to wealth during this period was met with suspicions of corruption. The most notable controversy came in the form of the maize scandal, where he was accused of benefiting from government contracts related to the maize trade, a sector that was key to Kenya's food security. While Ruto vehemently denied any wrongdoings, critics continued to associate him with Kenya's infamous tenderpreneurship culture.
Vitu mingi ya mahindi, ya fertilizer na hii mambo yote imeletwa na Mheshimiwa Naibu wa Rais na ofisi yake.
Mambo ya mahindi, tusiingize siasa duni ya mashindano.
Mambo ya kuongelea 2022 sisi hatutaki.
Hiyo ni kuwa wazimu.
Tunataka ofisi yake ichunguzwe. Wale wote waliimport mahindi kutoka ng'ambo watuambie mbona waliimport mahindi. Ile fertilizer ambayo mumeleta, mumefuruka bei. Tunajua mabroka ambao walilipwa. Badala ya mkulima kulipwa, wakalipa mabroka.
Wale wanahusika na naibu wa rais. Na hii sisi hatufichi. Tunataka mtu achunguzwe, ofisi yake ichunguzwe, wahusika, wafanyabiashara ambao mara nyingi wanakuwa na naibu wa rais wachunguzwe, kwa sababu kuna taarifa kwamba wao ndio walileta fertilizer ambayo imetuletea hasara.
3,600 is not negotiable. That is the price that we want. Uchunguzi ifanywe, nyinyi mtuambie, saa hizi mumeelekea mpaka kule Kongo.
The term tenderpreneur stuck to Ruto, especially as his wealth grew. He became a symbol of how Kenya's political elite could use their position to amass significant wealth, often at the expenses of ordinary citizens. Ruto's business interests, many of which were linked to government tenders, fueled the perception that he was using his political power for personal gain. The ICC case, a major political setback. One of the darkest chapters in William Ruto's career came in 2010 when he was indicted by the International Criminal Court (ICC) for his alleged role in the 2007-2008 post-election violence after the disputed 2007 presidential election. Kenya was thrown into chaos, resulting in the deaths of over 1,000 people and displacement of hundreds of thousands more. The violence left a scar on the country's political landscape.
For good record and for the avoidance of any doubt, I want to set the record that I have cooperated with the office of the prosecutor before even summons were issued. I have submitted to the jurisdiction of this court when required, and will, without any fear of contradiction, do so in the future. This is because I firmly believe in my innocence, and secondly,
Ruto, along with other high-profile leaders, including Uhuru Kenyatta, was charged with crimes against humanity for his role in the violence. The charges included murder, deportation, and persecution. The ICC case was a major blow to his political career, as it led to widespread criticism and calls for his removal from the government. Ruto maintained that the charges were politically motivated and that he was being used as a scapegoat. He even campaigned for the presidency in 2013 while still facing trial at the ICC. In 2016, the ICC dropped the charges against Ruto, citing insufficient evidence to prosecute him. The case was a source of tension for years, but Ruto emerged from it largely unscathed, thanks to his political resilience and ability to rally his supporters.
There was a relentless campaign to identify individuals who could serve as prosecution witnesses in this case and ensure that they would not testify. This preceded the start of our investigations in Kenya, intensified in the weeks leading up to the beginning of the trial, and continued throughout the life of the case. In addition, at public prayer rallies, local politicians and community leaders branded prosecution witnesses as liars who had all given false evidence. We obtained from the judges additional protective measures for witnesses. We obtained warrants of arrest for Mr. Walter Osapiri Barasa, Mr. Paul Gicheru, and Mr. Philip Kikoch-Bet on charges of obstructing the course of justice. Yesterday's decision noted that the accused profited from such interference with the administration of justice.
Achievements in government. Despite the controversies surrounding his career, William Ruto has also achieved notable successes in government, especially during his tenure as Deputy President from 2013 to 2022. He has positioned himself as a champion for economic growth and empowerment, particularly for Kenya's youth and rural populations. The Hustler movement. Ruto's most significant achievement came in the form of his Hustler movement, which he used as the cornerstone of his 2022 presidential campaign. The Hustler movement is a political ideology aimed at empowering ordinary Kenyans, particularly those who have been left behind by the country's elite. He promised to focus on bottom-up economic policies, such as creating opportunities for small businesses and increasing access to credit for those in the informal sectors. Big Four agenda. During his time as Deputy President, Ruto helped drive the Big Four agenda, which focused on 4 key pillars: affordable housing, universal health care, manufacturing, and food security.
You must enjoy. Let it be known you're the first Nigerian Kenyan
to carry the next president.
Oh, that's what's up. Haya basi, moka ni moka.
I'm called a chauffeur.
A chauffeur. Haya basi, alafu unajua.
Naona kani dance na wewe sini wageni.
Although some of the projects faced challenges, they were designed to transform Kenya's economy and improve the lives of ordinary Kenyans. Infrastructure development. Under Ruto's leadership, Kenya saw significant infrastructure development, including the construction of roads, airports, and the expansion of the Mombasa-Nairobi Standard Gauge Railway, SGR. These projects were intended to boost trade, improve connectivity, and stimulate economic growth. Promotion of technology and innovation. Ruto has also been an advocate for technology and innovation. His government worked to increase access to digital services, promoting tech hubs and encouraging investment in the tech industry. This has helped Kenya maintain its position as a leader in East Africa's digital economy. Presidency. In 2022, after years of political maneuvering and strategic alliances, William Ruto emerged victorious in the presidential elections, defeating Raila Odinga in a tightly contested race. His election as president marked the culmination of a long political journey, but it also presented him with the challenge of uniting a nation deeply divided by political and ethnic lines. As president, Ruto has pledged to address the economic challenges Kenya faces, including high unemployment rates, inflation, and national debt. His government has focused on reforms aimed at reducing the cost of living, improving infrastructure, and expanding access to education and healthcare. However, his presidency continues to be scrutinized by critics who remain worried in his past and his connections to the tenderpreneur culture.
President, Mr. President, please repeat after me. I,
William Samoei Ruto,
in full realization of the high calling I assume as President
of Kenya,
of the Republic of Kenya,
do swear
that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic of Kenya, that I will obey, preserve, protect, and defend this Constitution of Kenya, as by law established, and all other laws of the Republic.
The killer president. In 2024, Kenya experienced a series of abductions targeting government critics, sparkling national and international outcry. Human rights organizations and opposition figures accused President William Ruto's administration of being complicit in these actions. The controversy intensified following the disbandment of the Special Service Unit (SSU) within the Directorate of Criminal Investigations (DCI). Human Rights Watch reported that the SSU's functions were effectively transferred to a newly established unit called the Operation Support Unit, which was implicated in enforced disappearances. Opposition leaders, notably NARC Kenya Party leader Martha Karua, accused President Ruto of orchestrating a covert killer gang composed of foreign nationals and select Kenyans from the military and police forces. Karua asserted that only the president could authorize such operations.
And more lies, corruption and more corruption, disdain for human life, and therefore executing people without reason. Abductions that lead to execution or outright execution, the way we saw the Gen Z getting executed. And this is amidst declining economic conditions, high taxation. We are in a very bad place. But I want to remind us, we are responsible for where we are. Because when we have an opportunity to vote, we vote with emotion, not with reason. We can get ourselves out of where we are if we come together, unite, and say enough is enough.
These abductions led to widespread protest across Kenya. In December 2024, police in Nairobi used tear gas, to disperse demonstrators calling for an end to the abductions. Opposition lawmaker Okia Omtata was among those detained during this protest. International bodies also expressed concern. The United States censored the Kenyan government's handling of anti-government protest, highlighting violations of human rights and the use of excessive force by security personnel. In response to mounting pressure, President Ruto publicly acknowledged instances of excessive and extrajudicial actions by security forces. The abduction allegations against President Ruto's administration have raised serious concern about human rights and the rule of law in Kenya. Despite official denials, evidence and testimonies continue to suggest that state was involved in these abductions, leaving many demanding accountability and justice for the victims. William Ruto's journey to the presidency is a story of ambition, controversy, resilience, and success. From his early days in rural Kenya to becoming the leader of the country, Ruto has defied the odds. While his career has been marred by allegations of corruption and involvement in Kenya's tenderpreneurship culture, his achievement in government and his rise to highest office in Kenya cannot be denied. As president, Ruto faces immense challenges, but his ability to navigate Kenya's complex political landscape will be key to his success. Whether he can overcome the skepticism surrounding his past and deliver on his promises of economic empowerment remains to be seen. His legacy will undoubtedly be shaped by both his achievements and the controversies that have defined his career. What do you think about William Ruto's rise to the presidency and his controversial career? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth political analysis.